Today, Ottawa is buzzing with anticipation. Premiers from across Canada have just concluded a meeting with Prime Minister Mark Carney, and whispers are spreading through the corridors of power. Analysts, insiders, and business leaders alike are asking the same question: could tariff relief finally be on the horizon? This isn't just any ordinary discussion. The stakes are high. U.S. tariffs have weighed heavily on industries like softwood lumber and steel, threatening jobs and economic stability. For provinces like New Brunswick and Ontario, these tariffs have been a source of mounting concern for months, if not years. And now, after this productive meeting, the first hints of a potential federal package are beginning to emerge. New Brunswick Premier Susan Holt spoke to reporters after the session, emphasizing the productivity of the gathering. She highlighted that discussions focused heavily on the federal budget and progress with the United States on trade matters. According to Holt, Carney indicated that a significant new package is in the works, aimed at addressing these tariff challenges. The words alone have set economic observers and provincial leaders on edge, wondering exactly what form this package might take and how quickly it could materialize. Ontario Premier Doug Ford added to the growing sense of anticipation, hinting that an official announcement regarding steel and softwood lumber could be expected within the next week or so. Ford stressed the importance of infrastructure investments, acknowledging that while federal support exists, it is largely not net new funding and falls short of the scale of provincial investment, which exceeds $200 billion. Despite these gaps, the Premier's optimism was clear. There is a sense that Carney's administration is finally taking decisive action to stabilize industries most affected by external pressures. The backdrop of this meeting makes it even more remarkable. It was the first time the premiers convened virtually since U.S. President Donald Trump halted trade talks following an anti-tariff advertisement that Ford's government ran in American markets. Questions naturally arose about whether Carney had discouraged any further trade-related advertising in the U.S., but Ford assured reporters that no such request was made. Instead, the conversation appeared focused squarely on solutions and cooperation. Trade relationships beyond the U.S. were also discussed, highlighting Carney's strategic vision for Canada's global economic positioning. Holt emphasized that Carney committed to maintaining regular engagement with the premiers, setting the stage for ongoing collaboration and consultation. A press release from the Prime Minister's office confirmed that an in-person meeting between Carney and the premiers is scheduled for the new year, signaling a continued and active dialogue between federal and provincial governments. The timing of this meeting could not be more critical. Canada finds itself navigating a complex economic landscape, balancing the need for fiscal responsibility with the pressures of international trade. As the federal budget vote approaches, the premiers have expressed cautious optimism. Holt noted that New Brunswick is seeing positive elements in the budget, and few in her province are advocating for an early election during the harsh winter months. The focus, she explained, needs to remain on economic growth and stability rather than political maneuvering. Ford echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that the passage of the federal budget is in the best interest of the country. He called for cooperation across party lines, urging leaders to prioritize the nation's welfare over political posturing. Behind the carefully measured statements, there is an unmistakable sense of urgency. Industries across Canada are counting on federal leadership, and Carney's approach appears to blend caution with calculated action, ensuring that solutions are sustainable rather than reactionary. Observers note that Carney's strategy here is consistent with his long-standing economic philosophy: measured, informed, and designed to stabilize both short-term shocks and long-term growth. By directly engaging premiers and acknowledging provincial concerns, Carney is positioning himself as a leader who not only understands the macroeconomic picture but also appreciates the granular realities faced by Canadians in affected industries. The promise of a significant tariff relief package, combined with ongoing infrastructure discussions, reinforces this perception of calculated leadership. The suspense surrounding this meeting is tangible. Market analysts are already speculating on how a potential package could impact softwood lumber prices, steel exports, and employment levels in key provinces. Industry stakeholders are watching closely, eager to see whether Carney's commitment translates into immediate action or if further negotiation is required. Every hint, every statement, and every subtle implication carries weight in the corridors of Ottawa. As the nation waits, one thing is becoming clear: Carney is focused on results rather than optics. While political opponents might seek to dramatize minor missteps, the Prime Minister's approach remains deliberate and steady. His engagement with the premiers is a signal that federal leadership intends to address the economic pain points created by tariffs while maintaining fiscal responsibility. This balance is delicate, and the outcomes of these discussions could have long-lasting effects on Canada's economic landscape. The upcoming weeks are critical. As announcements are expected, provinces like Ontario and New Brunswick will be watching closely, assessing the impact on their economies and constituents. Businesses are poised to react, and Canadians are eager to see whether relief measures will finally ease the pressures of international trade disputes. Carney's ability to navigate these complex waters, balancing federal strategy with provincial needs, underscores his role as a stabilizing force in turbulent times. Today, Ottawa stands at a crossroads. The meeting with the premiers has sparked hope that relief is coming, yet the exact details remain shrouded in anticipation. Analysts suggest that Carney's careful orchestration of these discussions demonstrates his understanding of both political and economic nuance. He is not merely reacting to immediate pressures, he is crafting solutions that aim to endure, solutions that signal to the provinces, the markets, and the public that Canada's leadership is prepared and responsive. As the dust settles from this meeting, Canadians are left with questions but also cautious optimism. Will tariff relief arrive as hinted? How soon? What industries will benefit the most? The answers may unfold in the coming days, but one thing is certain: Carney's strategy remains at the center of these discussions, guiding the nation toward stability amidst uncertainty. The meeting may have concluded, but the story is far from over. Investors, provincial leaders, and citizens alike will be watching closely, dissecting every nuance of Carney's communications and any forthcoming announcements. And while speculation is inevitable, Carney's consistent approach and focus on structured economic solutions offer confidence that relief, when it comes, will be effective, targeted, and timely. Canada's trade challenges are complex, and the road ahead requires careful navigation. Yet, with Carney at the helm and premiers engaged in meaningful dialogue, the country is witnessing a rare blend of leadership, foresight, and collaboration. Tariff relief may be on the way, but it is the process, the deliberate, thoughtful approach, that demonstrates the strength of Carney's strategy. As Canadians watch and wait, one thing is clear: the Prime Minister's commitment to consultation, transparency, and strategic action is creating a path forward. The hints dropped today by Premiers Holt and Ford are not just political gestures, they are signals of action, of hope, and of a government prepared to act decisively for the country's economic future. The stakes are high, the anticipation is palpable, and the focus remains on results. With Carney steering the process, Canadians have reason to believe that when relief comes, it will be structured, sustainable, and guided by an economic strategy that balances immediate needs with long-term growth. Today, the nation watches, listens, and waits. And while questions remain, Carney's steady hand ensures that Canada's response to tariffs, trade pressures, and economic uncertainty is not left to chance. It is guided, deliberate, and aimed squarely at protecting the future.